Casting time. I bring you a 1v1 today. This will be a 1v1 between Poppy and Yuno on a map of Poppy's creation based on Canada. So, in the bottom left we have Poppy on our red hierarchy, and in the bottom right we have Yuno on our green Masari. Poppy made this map. It's got pretty good resources, it's reasonably balanced overall, it's good enough instance for hierarchy, and the bunch is in the middle where you can kill the Reapers after. Rule of thumb with balancing instant pickups for hierarchy is if they're right at the spawn, that's much more powerful than them being at the center. Because first of all, if they're at your spawn, say you got 3 cows, you just go, boom, your Reaper's paid off, build another. And that snowballs quite hard. If it's in the middle, you've got to get a Reaper there or a Glyph Carver there, and you're more likely to get the Reapers killed. So even though this is really good instance in the middle, it's nowhere near as broken as near the spawns. So, we've got 2 early matter engines coming out for Yuno, pretty standard against hierarchy. We've got triple Reaper starts with a positional Glyph Carver coming out. I expect an early Habwalker. Not only is Poppy a big fan of the Habwalker in general, but he has spawned right next to a fuel pump. Now, Poppy has gotten a slightly better spawn because a fuel pump is slightly more valuable than a materials factory in general. In the late game, the materials factory can come out slightly on top just because you might have too much money. That can happen. But for the early to mid game, and most of the time the late game, the fuel pump is the superior choice because you can't take advantage of the sped up production without the extra money, and that's what the fuel pump does. It looks like we're gonna have Sky Sari coming out from Yuno, and here comes the Habwalker, way in the top left. That's questionable. If Yuno spawned here and did an early disciple to scout, this dies. It was going to take him forever to get this pump. I'd have just built the Habwalker in base and taken the pump. Let's see, Poppy is building a Reaper drone in the center to get all these instants, and Yuno should be aware of that, and should try and send some units to at least get the collateral of killing off the Reapers. You won't stop hierarchy getting the instants, but you can take out the Reaper and make them pay for it to some degree. So we have got the Flight Machina coming out, so it's clearly a Sky Sari build. We've got the early Storm Chaser coming out from Yuno. This is a patch 5 beta, so there are some rebalances. Currently, aggressors are bugged and very bad, and by bugged I mean one of our devs reworked them for no reason, and now they're terrible. But Storm Chasers are pretty good. They cost about 1 Architect. I think they cost 30 or 35, and the build time is marginally more than an Architect. So as opposed to before when you had to spend 2 Architects essentially to make the Storm Chaser, now it's only 1 and a somewhat reasonable investment. Yuno's going to scout around and he's going to be really pissed. Oh, I like that. Nice little lake. Good design, Poppy. Yuno's going to be really pissed that the very last spot that could be scouted will be the one that he ends up scouting. He might still spot this early Habwalker though. So that will still be a win. Grunts are already being produced, you can tell by the little glowy horn thingy. And yeah, Yuno's going to be like, oh wow, last place. And Poppy, of course, Monolith Scouts. Monoliths are the best scout unit at actually scouting, because they teleport the whole map. So, Poppy knows where Yuno is, but it doesn't look like he actually scouted to see what he's building. Habwalker is found. And so is this Glyph Carver. This is a nice little spot to actually park a Reaper or something. Poppy, you have a fuel pump here. Send a grunt, please. Yuno's going for the Skirmisher Portal. It's pretty standard to go Inquisitors with Disciples, partly because aggressors counter them, and so do Dervishes. So the Disciples kind of then counter the counter, and they're just excellent units in general. Storm Chaser chipping down this Reaper drone with pitiful damage. And this Inquisitor that we just saw is going to start chipping stuff down. Is it going to kill the glyph or just massively damage it?
Look out!
Massively damaged. Reaper drone spawns at 18%. That is a very sad Reaper. Gets one human for his troubles. And a bit of drain on the buildings. Yep, that's a painful loss for Poppy this early. Habwalker is already outfitted with arc turrets. 2 flight machinas are up, so it's a semi-heavy commitment into Skysari. Kind of works until the aggressors come out. And we've got a Gravitic to protect the Reapers. Storm Chaser has gone to check the base for more walkers and such, did not find any. Which means that Yuno should be aware that somewhere on this top half there should be another walker coming down, because a Glyph Carver had to go up there to, you know, place the Habwalker. Burning down the Reaper drone. We should have an Inquisitor really chipping down these grunts. Very efficient to just poke them once each. I think Light Burn does about 10% to a grunt, so you hit each one once. That's 30% of a grunt, just like that. Very big value. Monolith is in to just start harassing. I don't really particularly agree with it. I think he'd be better off just keeping vision somewhere. Loses the Monolith for his trouble. Single grunt's going to come in. Now there is one turret, so with more grunts it could get overwhelmed. And finally Poppy is going for this pump. Finally. This could have fed him 2 grand by now. And he should be going for this pump up here, as should Yuno. Now this Habwalker will not get through this base unless it's a Siege Walker, and it's not. Siege Walker could sit back and chip down the engines with the arc turrets, but because it doesn't have the range, it will not get through the Matter engines. Machina coming out now. It'll be a Mass Tier 2 build from Yuno. And Poppy's going to crush a bunch of his potential money. Storm Chaser is going to very slowly take out the arrival site. Yeah, this will take minutes. Storm Chasers are not meant to be good at combat, because they're a scout unit. More grunts are down. Assembly Walker comes out. And I anticipate Defilers or Aggressors. And it's actually Phase Tanks, so he's gone for Quantum. So I reckon Poppy's best bet right now is to park the Walker right outside the base and just sit there. In case the writing is seemingly out of context, they're in a voice chat. Yuno isn't using a mic and Poppy is, so you'll see a one-sided conversation. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought. It's getting there. Yuno is now up to 4 Matter engines that I see. I see 3 here and 1 up there. Oh no, there's the 5th. So his economy is fully established. Conqueror comes out. And this Machina might end up getting crushed. I think this Machina should be being built up here. I think there's potential for a double crush if the right angle comes. Now Conqueror's going to do shitloads of damage to these grunts with a splash. The only answer to the Inquisitors is the Arc Turrets. The Arc Turrets can't reach. Yuno can kite these Inquisitors right on the edge and just never eat the Arc Turret damage. Of course, he is starting to eat it now. Big splash over the grunts. That's brutal. And now Poppy sees this Machina and this Matter engine here. He should alter his Walker's angle to go this way. He'll get the Machina. He might crush this one, and he will get the Flight Machina. He's probably Quantum 3 as well for the armor, so once the Matter engine goes down, that'll pop the turret. This could be a really big, painful assault if he does it right. Is the angle going to be good? I don't know if this is going to be a crush or not. I think it's just going to whiff. Oh, he had to sell it. He did get the crush though, wow. So he isn't Quantum 3. I'm pretty sure Quantum 3 wouldn't have died that quick. They spent so much money on Grunts. It's going to die. Grunts definitely got buffed in Community Patch, but they ain't going to win the game for you like that, my friend. Not against Inquisitors, Conquerors, and Disciples. Now, notice that Yuno is not Light 1. It's pretty common to skip Light 1 on a Mass Tier 2 build, unless you're getting stuff like Saucers and a bunch of Lost Ones, and basically they're already in your base, then you can get it. But until then, it's reasonable to skip Light 1 and start going for that late-game scaling. Meanwhile, this Storm Chaser's done 33% of an arrival site's health alone. You can't ignore it forever. It will kill it eventually. Now, of course, Poppy is now benefiting from this pump. No one's gone for this one yet, despite there being a bunch of Disciples and Grunts on the board. These Disciples are going to go this way to take out all of this, and probably take out the pump and the arrival site as well. So this is a hybrid assembly walker, slightly for combat and slightly for production, and it is a ranged walker. So it is a siege walker. It's going to try and sit outside the range of the base and just chip things down. With 2 pods, I'm pretty sure they outrange turrets, but do not outrange Inquisitors. Loses a Glyph, loses a Reaper, will quickly lose a Gravitic, a Glyph Carver, and another Reaper in succession. Disciples need buffs, by the way. Phase tanks are going to take out 1 Matter Engine. He lost 1, presumably to these Conquerors. And this is a great approach angle that Poppy has chosen, because they can't be attacked through the trees as well. Phase tanks are in, start micro in. Oh, don't leave the Matter Engine on 1%. Don't leave it on 1%! Oh no, he lost 2 phase tanks. I didn't even see them, but... oh no, that's a big loss. As a Masari player, you're pretty happy to lose your Matter Engine if you stop an assault that kills 2 phase tanks. One range enhancer is down. If you're not going to use it as a siege, you might as well just build armor hard points, honestly. Unless he wanted them so the arc turrets would get the Inquisitors easier, that might be it. So he does get another Machina Crush, that's notable. I don't think Poppy's got money. I think these Disciples alone practically win the game as it is, let alone all of Yuno's other stuff. This needs to be sold. It's not worth it to crush the portal even if you can guarantee it. Sold. Is he going to sell it? He's not. Storm Chaser's still chipping down this arrival site, dude. It's not a bad play from Yuno. It forces out a response. Like, at the very least, a Monolith or 2 should have come out to deal with this. Because, yes, it's cheap, but this is so much value, bro. So much. The lovely formation movement of Disciples and Conks. Oh, he's probably going to keep the Conks to defend the base. Should probably task an Architect onto this Machina. Oh my god, the reses. Oh, the value. The value. Balance 2 alone costs 250 to get to. Resing a Conqueror and 4 Inquisitors. Oh, that's like 325, no, 315 value straight up. Just pays for itself and then some instantly. Because this doesn't take a production queue, which is the very, very powerful part. And because Yuno's going Mass Tier 2, he hasn't needed to tech up, so he's got a lot more combat money. Forward Machina coming out with a Matter Engine by its side. I do question the positioning of this particular Machina. Maybe he's not expecting Poppy to come from the same angle, which is a correct guess, if that is the case. After the Storm Chaser's done all the work, the Disciples are going to come in at the last second like, oh, nah, we got this, bro. Oh, look at the work we did. You know, the communism. Our arrival site kill. Our. But the Storm Chaser did make that a lot more efficient. I think now the Storm Chaser should go hunting around for walkers, just waypoint it all over the shop and see what it can find. Has Yuno got an Oracle? He does, so he has got his mini-map. Inquisitor should see that Reaper. Was Yuno paying attention? He wasn't. He was microing something else by the looks of it. Oh no, he was paying attention. It just took him a second. He was busy with other stuff. There we go. Of course, Inquisitors don't do much damage to Reaper drones, but Light Burn does, believe it or not. Turns out Light Burn is pretty good. There's no arrival site. There's no way Poppy's got money. This game is decidedly over. Fortunately, I'm not going to need to step in because there's not much that Poppy can do to stall out the game. I would be surprised if he has money to even fully kit out the crown. Yeah, he's building a repair chamber. That's a sign of not having money. That's a sign of not having money. That's what you slap on when you need combat potential and you don't have money for other hard points. Repair chambers kind of have two main uses. They work as a budget shield for your science walkers, for like your cascades and stuff to protect them. They work as a cheap hard point when you're in a desperate situation, or when you're already damaged. You could build a repair chamber and immediately repair all that, well, not immediately, but you can immediately start getting value from it without anything happening, just by repairing up those hard points. Those are the main uses of it. In this case, this is the desperation repair chamber where he's not got money. Oh, is he just deliberately stalling it now? It's fine, Yuno will find this in no time flat.
The enemy has
These Conquerors will spot it. There's only this Reaper that'll be a problem. There we go. And he spots the Reaper as well, we don't even need to step in. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. No! You know! You had it? Son, no! No. Maybe he's seen it. Yeah, he's seen it. He's just microing against the walker good. I would be moving all the Inquisitors all over the shop, fishing for more. You only need one to actually kill the Reaper. It's better off trying to hunt down glyphs and karmas and stuff, rather than focus down the Reaper quicker. Not that it particularly matters in this situation. Saucers. Saucer, sorry. Singular saucer. Just trying to hide in the corner where the Conquerors can't shoot. Guess what can shoot there? Inquisitors. Yeah, Yuno's just being lazy, he's just pumping units. Idle Architects, not even bothering with the Knowledge Vault upgrade, it's over. Last tier 2 Masari is a very powerful strat. I pioneered it and it got better after the community patch. Especially with light mode. Although, to be fair, Yuno hasn't gone light mode tech, he went balance. He might be balance 3, I think he's just balance 2 though. Balance 2 is for the rezzing and the Avengers, of course. Zessus.
The enemy has advanced their technology.
Finish off that core. And that's one dead PoppyMonster. Yeah, I don't think it was either player's best game, honestly. I think this pump was completely ignored by Poppy. Yuno didn't prioritize the pumps at all. Yuno didn't play badly.
An opponent has been
I just
vanquished.
question his... Oh, he is balance 3. Question his machina placement a bit, but... Yeah, very kind of meh game from both players, to be honest. Not their best, not their best. Although Poppy, I think, kind of thought Yuno was double mind gaming him by saying that he's definitely not top left. He wasn't top left, by the way. Just so you know.
Bruh.
Just so you know, bro.
Would have been nice if he was!
Did you think he was, like, double mind gaming you? It's like, yeah, I'm totally not top left when he actually is.
I don't know. I just didn't read the chat, and then I just thought, well, it's a 50-50 chance. I'll go top left.
You know how you minimize that? You spawn the Habwalker in your base, you capture the fuel pump with your grunt, and then you scout with a monolith, and then it's a 100% chance.
Good point.
But you like to live dangerously on the edge, right?
Yep.
Oh, this is Darky's map, isn't it? In order to... Can you turn off alliances so that I can join Yuno's team to check for stealth stuff? And I'll take a spawn so that you guys at least know.
Yuno said, I might have made too many disciples.
No,
I had 22.
You had a good amount of disciples. They were quite effective. That Storm Chaser, by the way, I was checking. It did 70% alone to the arrival site, and then the disciples came in at the last second. All communism, and it's like, our arrival site kill. You built your machinas in a very... Well, the machina that came up by the materials factory, that was in a very exposed position. But it was quite fortunate there were no walkers coming from that angle.
When I sent the disciples, it was around 40% health.
No, it was at 30%. I fucking checked on that arrival site over and over. I was like, oh, this Storm Chase is going to take minutes to kill it, but it went unchecked, so it did 70%, and then disciples were able to finish it off in a heartbeat. Of course, if Storm Chaser still did light burn, which was very broken, that would have only taken a couple of minutes. Alright, good dirty fight and all that. Alright. Game 2. Yuno bottom left on the Novus. Poppy on the top right as Hierarchy. I'm going to go ahead and say it immediately. This map is incredibly biased towards Hierarchy. There's a lot of instance. It's quite a big map, but there's good-ish terrain to get over, and just so many instants. Something Masari can do, actually, is you can rush balance 3. If you put your matter engine here, here, and... Nah, so basically... Oh no, and over here, that's it. I thought that was 3. You just make like 600 instantly. Okay, we got a positional Glyph Carver and 2 Reapers. This is going to be a rush. Poppy rushes pretty much every time, but he is good at them. Last game was not his best showing, honestly, but he can definitely pull off scary rushes. Sometimes he just kills people, and that's how it works. Yeah, this map has a lot of money. There's a lot of money. Basically, you don't run out of money on this map unless you're doing free-for-all. Of course, free-for-all, you lose money a lot quicker. Is this shallow water? I think that's just shallow water. I was wondering if you could hide walkers here or something. These Reapers are going to have a field day. This is 500. All the posts, these are 175. These, I don't know if these are the collectible version. Well, that post is a bit misplaced. That's easily done in the editor, though. If these are the collectible ones, these are worth 125? Question mark? Maybe 100? Yeah, big money. Of course, you can crush these fuel tankers. The front of it becomes a 200. The actual tank bit becomes a 350. Yeah, it's a lot. Kind of tricky to get Reapers elsewhere, to be fair. But you can definitely walk one this way and pick up all these en route. This right here is like another grand. And then you sort of... You know what, it's not as bad as I thought, actually. But it's still a big early injection. Are you catching Jungle Gym? Bro, that's 500! That's like a cow! No! Or is this the... No, this is capturable, right? It must be. I don't know. It might be one of those where it looks like it's an instant pickup. There are some, like these lampposts, are actually identical to another one. One of them is an instant pickup, and the other cannot be interacted with in any way. You can't even knock it down with a P-Springer or something. Monitor is out, and I think Yuno did not scout the glyph. I think he's hunting around for the glyph. He does spot one carver, so he might chase this one down to the ends of the earth. That's a valid thing to do with a monitor, to be fair. They do pretty decent damage, and you can definitely just run down the carver. You might not see the glyph, but you do get a glyph carver kill, or so. And since the monitor only costs 400, that's obviously very, very efficient. Oh no, Yuno doesn't know, he didn't see it. Can these own bots find it? This is so ballsy from Poppy. Yuno doesn't see it, this game could just end. He's going every way but where the walker spawned, and now he sees it, and he's gonna be like, you bitch.
Has advanced their technology.
I don't... Did he just suicide instantly? Wow. I think they can tank 3 shots before they have to suicide? Yeah, they can. Not optimal, but he does need to nuke this down. He probably wants to free up his brain for other microing. You can't be watching each own bot and get the optimal explosion. And he even leaves the glyph carver to come and bring the monitor in to help. 3 grunts are down. Grunts do excellent against own bots, of course. Mostly because they're punch it, just AK with your fist, just knock him back, get that stun. Not Radiation 1 yet. Probably didn't have the money, given that he didn't have a Reaper drone in his initial carver. Slows down your economy a lot. Reapers are spreading out nicely, missing out on some instants there. Another carver's coming here. Expect a Reaper drone to be dropped here. And he could drop another Reaper up here as well. This... Why has he got arc turret? Oh, for the monitor, I was going to say. Did it kill the monitor? I think it might have actually killed the monitor. Systems checked. Mirabelle was out. That will end the Havwalker rush, but will we get a couple of robotics assemblies before it dies? If he... Oh no, he armored the back. Don't armor the back. If you're only going to put 2 armor platings, put them on the front, because that's the easiest part to hit. The back is the hardest part to hit, so you're not going to hit the back if you don't have a reason to. Oh, the walker stops! Poppy, no! Oh, he changed the angle, okay. Big snipe. Oh, he got the dudeless snipe. Very nice. That'll end the rush. And the real cost isn't actually in the loss of the walker, although that does hurt. I'm not going to say it doesn't. But you're losing the grunts. But most importantly, above all, that glyph carver did not spawn an initial Reaper, and that sets you back... I mean, how much? It's got to set you back a good... This far into the game, a good $1.5, 2 grand? Wait, you can do that? That's disgusting. That has to be janky pathing codes. What? Nah, that is not supposed to be pathable. What is that? What is that? Someone did not draw enough red squares on this fucking... on this glyph in the editor. Okay. This is gonna work. Yuno is not gonna scout this because it doesn't look like you should be able to get up there. Right? Am I going crazy? Nah, you shouldn't be able to walk up there with a carver. Because if the carver can walk up there, so can tanks. What, tanks just gonna go fucking up the fucking vertical cliff like Sonic the Hedgehog? I don't think so somehow. It might still not kill Yuno, though. One awkward thing about coming from this angle is the command core actually will block a lot of the crushes. So the walker will get to here and go, ah, shit. The command core's here, I'm going to have to move upwards now. Might get the science sensor for its trouble. Oh, he's going double. This is balls deep. And there's no backup carver. If a rival site gets sniped, it will be just this carver. Ohms are going everywhere fishing for the walkers, but little does he know. We've got a production walker coming out. This might be saucers. Saucers are fairly okay at killing heroes. Mirabelle is in the base. 2 new carvers are coming out to try and, well, hide around.
The enemy has advanced their technology.
I think he may be going for phase tanks, given he just teched up and I got the line. I am on Yuno's team in case he goes for stealth, which, you know, I see flow conduit, so that's nice. So as a result, I hear Poppy's tech. I'm going to assume he's teching quantum. This could also be aggressors, but again, they're very nerfed in this version, which will be fixed. Their assembly glyph is coming down. Mirabelle's running around. See, this is smart. Yuno's committed a small force of ohms to chip down the arrival site, and Mirabelle is the one that if she finds a walker, she can do big damage to. Rockets? Just chipping it down. If you're going to commit to the Reapers, just use the rockets. That's not useful against a walker anyway. Structures coming up. I think this might be advanced flow. You might just build a flow gen like in this fucking base. But I will take out the Reaper. It's gonna be 2 production walkers. Huh? Okay. But what for? The arrival site will promptly go down, meaning that Poppy will have to build an arrival site. Now, walker glyphs can be placed in places that arrival site glyphs cannot. Phase tanks. Is it double phase tanks? Okay. That's weird. And yeah, advanced flow. Get that vision going. It's pretty unlikely this will get scouted in this situation. Even if it does, you can quickly sell the flow gen and you lose a constructor. It's not that big a deal. Especially when you picked off so many Reapers and Poppy was so set back off that early rush. You know, it's floating 13k. And I don't think that's skill issue. I think there's just that much money on this map. He's upgrading the science sensor. He's probably teching. He's got multiple production structures. He's producing mini bases. This is not skill issue floating. This is... the map has a lot of fucking money floating, and I'm not being pressured. He finds these walkers, and he's going, what the fuck is that? Look at that shot angle. Nah, this is... that is not intentional, bro. I call absolute bollocks on that. I can't even look at the walker. Mirabelle can't even shoot. Oh, she could just about shoot the leg or something. I want to give you guys a great view. You know what? This is actually one of the rare times where Battle Cam, registered trademark, comes in. We can actually get a better view than what the normal camera can give us. Oh my god, I'm actually at the mercy of Battle Cam, trademark. Oh, phase tanks are on top of Mirabelle. And they're going to try and go for this science sensor, which means that that'll be a big loss. It's got the upgrade. That will be a snipe. And I don't want to be that guy, but this does feel a little bit like cheating. But you know what? It's in the game. And if you say this is cheating, where do you draw the line? Like, passability codes, mistakes happen. We lost one flow gen. He does not have a backup on this. No, wait, why has he still got power? Oh, he's probably got the emergency power. Oh no, he's got one flow gen here. I apologize. So his entire network is still alive. Sans maybe 1 or 2 buildings. Rockets do connect. Didn't phase quite in time. I think some of those connected. Very nice in combination with the Blade Trooper. Redirection turret is up to catch stray Reapers and Glyph Carvers. Oh, he made a mistake with the phase. Field inverters are out. One walker is down from something. Antimatter, you can even see them. Plenty of blades, nice slows, spawns the clones, beautiful, play with the blades, just beautiful. Honestly, really beautiful play from both sides. That was excellent phase tank harassment and excellent answer to the phase tank harassment. If Poppy hadn't lost so much eco on that early rush, You'd be maybe in the lead, honestly. As it stands, I do think Yuno is going to be in the lead. Floating 20k nearly, wow. Just too much money. Should be upgrading the Science Center soon. Should probably be building more redirects here and more flow for vision. Now, Poppy is making an... Are you... What? Someone messed up their passability, and now you can build in places that you really shouldn't. Oh, nice snipe. But that means people can walk up to places they really shouldn't, and Poppy's gonna get punished. Is this his last carver? No, he's got one in the upper left. Yuno's spending. Has he upgraded the thing? No, but he's building more vehicles. Oh, he's upgrading it now. Getting vehicle assemblies going. This is quite a cute one. I like that. I do not think Poppy has the money for this. What's this red dot I see? Oh, it's a very hidden carver. That's cute. I like that. It's really cute. Man, you would not see that in a normal game without the mini-map dot. Saucers are out. Now, field inverters, while they do shoot saucers, they're not the best against them. This is actually quite a smart buy. Field inverters don't have the best modifiers against saucers. Although, with this many, of course, they will win. You know, using the Novus arsenal to its fullest. Honestly, you could probably sell this recycling center if it was going to get crushed and rebuild it like up here or something. So this is probably 15 or 20k right here. Now we know Poppy has this whole copium I can still win thing. He hates surrendering. But this is genuinely still winnable if he gets a really nice set of Walker Crushes. He can annihilate this entire thing if he spots it. He can easily crush all three of these. Maybe get this as well, depending on how good the response is. But Flow 3 is out, which makes such plays much more difficult. Excuse me. Mirabelle is on the move fishing for more. He's probably going to check down here, and then he's probably going to recheck up here, because it is smart to sometimes just go back to your original base, because the opponent might not think you've gone there. So it's quite sensible, and he will eventually scout up here. I anticipate this to be the last place he scouts, though. Walker goes down. If he didn't get the cell, that's even more money fed to Novus. This husk is going to feed 2200. He did not get the cell. So that's 4 grand that Yuno's got sitting there, just yummy, nutritious. That'll get hoovered up in no time flat. Going all about. I anticipate these units to check around here, and Mirabelle herself to check up here. Maybe even this constructor. Or the own bots, actually. Now he's got these own bots over here. Yeah, he's building backup flow gens all over the shop. The only way Yuno really loses now is if he loses all power, all production, and 2 walkers get a shitload of crushes. So by building... Honestly, I expect him to cap on flow gens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's got 4 flow gens already, and I would not be surprised to see a 5th here or something. It's just beautiful. Just so spread out. Oh, no, he's got 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's already capped out on flow gens. Finds this. I think that's definitely game now. The fact that Yuno found this so quickly just says it's game. He's going to find these Reapers, and that will be that. Not a bad attempt by Poppy, though. Honestly, if he hadn't done that Habwalker rush that didn't work out, he might have won, because this phase tank harassment was really effective. Novus is the fastest builders, but they're the worst rebuilders, because Novus is excellent at setting up their web and expanding on it, but when that web gets reset, they have to start again, and it's kind of exponential with Novus, because the more flow you have, the more flow you can put down, right? As you can see here, you've got all these different directions, if you remove this flow conduit, that drastically reduces the mobility. So, it's all exponential. He hasn't even got money to fully get out the hand walker. Is he going to put it on the water? Oh. I'm going to click the kick button on Poppy. It's so tempting. It's so tempting, bro. No. Poppy. I think he's going to see it anyway. Yuno might apply the visual amplification. Yeah, he's seen it. Good. Good, good, good. Reapers can't hide the same way walkers can. Honestly, Yuno probably start, as I was about to say it, start pumping dervishes. They're fast, they fly over the terrain, they'll catch all these silly little walkers hiding away. It does look like he's a Tech 3 walker though, that's quite a lot of punishment he's taking. So I like it. You should rockets go. Rockets for Reapers, snipe for walkers. Yep, there we go. Rockets is like 50%. Nah, 40 odd. It's definitely RNG with the rockets. They're never 100% consistent. EMP. Should just be black hole, honestly, at this point. Fuck yeah. Your inverters weren't firing, I think, because of your flow 2. I believe it floats stuff under them, so you have to manually target. I just mass sells them, so he's got pop space for Dervish. That's actually smart, because there's no fucking arc turrets. Honestly, just fly the Dervishes in and do the fucking Death Blossom. Nice sniper. Battle damage, GM this. Oh nice, look at that tree. Beautiful, delicious tree. Such detail. That's a pretty nice shot. In battle cam it's cool, I meme on it, but it is cool. I do like battle cam, trademark. What's he even building? Where is that? Oh, there it is, it's the black hole now. Little does he know, he won't need it. Here comes the arc turret, which Mirabelle can just snipe if he really wants to. That's something you can do with Novus, is you can bring in the air. As soon as they build arc turrets, you pull the air back, you go hunting for Reapers, have Mirabelle come in and go one-shot it, bring the air back in. Just trade so efficiently that way, but you know, he doesn't need to worry about efficiency. I thought he was floating 30k, he's floating 35. He's so rich with all this map control. And he's not even, like, harvested out of his main base yet. Fucking hell. There's a lot of money on this map, people. If it gets sold, Yuno wisely abandons it immediately. And this Reaper will mark the end for our Monster of the Poppy variety. Close, though. Although, this is a problem. Someone messed up the passability codes. This is a lot of green squares that should not be green.
An opponent
But
has
it
been
happens.
vanquished.
If you make a map with no mistakes, you're fucking impressive. Because, yeah. Let's see what the players have to say about that one. God, look at that! 120k! What is that? That's obnoxious. Someone messed up the passability codes. What the fuck is that cliff, bro? Fucking antimatter tanks, fucking role-playing Spider-Man just crawling up the flat wall. What the fuck is that? And I didn't think you could build up there, but now you just fucking straight up built an arrival site on it. Just fucking flattened to make space.
Well, I played that map once, and Darky built up there when I was looking for him forever, and I'm all like, you know what? I might as well use this.
Wow. Yeah, no, we should probably honor rules ban that or just fix it, because that is not intentional. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that that is not how it should be.
Dude, the
Yuno
way the
said,
frickin'
"That
phase
map
tanks
needs to be
teleported
fixed."
halfway across the map into his base.
Bruh. And the antimatter tanks just... I know that they, like, hover, but I feel like they should be
Also,
falling
my
off.
fizz were bugged for some reason.
I noticed that, you had flow... Is it flow 2 or flow 3 that does it? I think it's flow 2. It stealths the stuff under the
3.
shield, right? Yeah, I know you have flow 3, but I think it's tech 2 that stealths stuff under the inverter shield. You have to manually target, otherwise the stealth units won't auto-fire. Because it's in combat stealth. Although I don't know if that was something separate. I did notice...
I disable shield and they were acting like conks.
I did notice that as well. I was wondering if maybe it was line of sight or something, or maybe fog.
Going under walkers.
Because I obviously I had map pack, so I can't see what you see, and I was wondering if there was maybe vision stuff going on. But yeah, I figured at first it was the stealth.
I had vision on the whole walker, they just refused to shoot.
Really? Wow, that's weird. It must be line of sight or something then, or the buildings, or the trees, or the cliffside or something, I don't know.
Dude, when I was looking around to place my rival site, and I'm all like, I can build it right
Even
there.
had
Oh,
the
yeah,
sight
I'm
range patch
absolutely
lol.
doing that.
I actually said you probably have the visual patch. I actually even said that. I was like, knowing... It was quite funny, actually. I called multiple things ahead of time, if you end up rewatching the video. I was like, I expect him to cap out on flow gens. You were at 4 at the time, and I think you were building the 5th. And I was like, oh, he's about to build dervishes, and I spot your fucking aircraft thing. And then I'm like, he's probably got vision patch.
Also, my spawn was not balanced, LMAO.
Yeah, you floated like 30k, not because of skill issue, just that much money on the map, bro. Oh, I know what he's gonna do. Have you ever seen an army of zombie slaves in Universe at War? Because if you haven't, you're about to. Oh my word. Oh my word, that's the Defilers. Alright, Poppy, I see you. I see you. This could end the game. This could actually end the game, but Mirabelle's coming out, and Mirabelle does crush zombies. I don't know if that's an intentional counterplay. I'm gonna guess not, but it is convenient, and Mirabelle's great against Hierarchy anyway. If Yuno was tracking these with the monitor, he would see what Poppy is attempting. And that is just so many slaves. Slaves, of course, aren't massively powerful. They do decay. But when there's this many... Yeah, if you're not crushing them... Manovus doesn't have many ways to crush. It is inverters, amps, and Mirabelle. And inverters are kind of slow without flow. And obviously you can't crush while flowing. And same with amps. Oh my word. I'm surprised the game isn't lagging. Is Mirabelle going to see this disaster? This is where Blade Troopers come in really handy. You can build blades, slow all these down, spawn some clones, run away. He hasn't seen it yet, and he's about to. He's like, oh my god, I've walked into 28 days later. Or, I am legend, fuck. Man just feels like Will Smith right now, surrounded by zombies. What the hell is that? I agree, sir. What the hell is that? What do you do against this? He's got some air. Dervishes do quite well, because these can't run out of range of the whirling death. I mean, you got to send in the zombies somewhere, and here they come. Mirabelle can just crush hundreds of these. I'm pretty sure she can crush them. Can she? Yeah, she can. Okay, good. You know, just start crushing them, bro. You just saw what she can do. Crush them! Bro, you can kill hundreds right here. Oh my dog, he's not doing it. You know, they're Avenger-sized. You can crush them, bro. Come on. Look at that. Look at that choke. You just go... knock them down like bowling balls. Just... Oh no, he's going to let them get to his base. What? You know, you're a pussy.
You are a pussy.
Bro,
Like,
you have
holy...
Mirabelle. Mirabelle can crush all of them.
Like, she can.
Bruh. You absolute wuss.
Man, I wanted to see that, too.
Yuno said, IDC if she can. I can't make ground units on that map.
What? It's not that bad. You got flow and shit.
Man,
Not
I
that
wanted to
bad,
see the
Ixt.
zombie horde attack something, though.
I mean, I kind of understand the lack of build space, but still.
You whipped out, man.
Mirabelle legit get confused.
Oh, is it pathing issues? Oh, okay. That makes sense. I still think you're a pussy, though.
Paything was awful.
Should have at least fought off the zombie apocalypse first.
Yeah, it would have been cool to watch.
I mean, I was expecting to just hear all the death corpse sound explosions as Mirabelle just squishes them. I'm sure that's someone's kink out there. Now, when I say I want women to step on me, that's not what I
just
mean.
make one amplifier though, and zombies are useless.
Well, you've got Mirabelle. Mirabelle makes them useless. Just squish the lot of them.